Hey there, science fans. Today, we're diving into the incredible world of cells, the building blocks of all living things. Just like we grow and change, so do cells. They have their own cycle of life called the cell cycle. Think of the cell cycle as a journey the cell takes from its birth to when it divides into two new cells. It's like a fascinating dance with different phases or stages. Understanding the cell cycle helps us learn how organisms grow, repair themselves, and even reproduce. Pretty cool, right? Let's explore this amazing process. Now, why all the fuss about the cell cycle? Why do cells even bother dividing? Well, it's all about growth and renewal. Imagine a tiny seed growing into a giant tree, or a small cut on your skin healing over time. These amazing feats are possible because of cell division. When cells divide, they create more cells, allowing organisms to grow larger and replace old or damaged cells. It's like building a house with Lego bricks. More bricks, bigger house. Without cell division, life as we know it wouldn't exist. Our first stop on this cellular journey is the G1 phase, also known as the first gap phase. This is where the cell gears up for division. Picture a cell as a busy factory. In the G1 phase, the cell is hard at work, growing in size and making all the essential proteins and molecules it needs for daily life. It's like the factory receiving raw materials and preparing for production. This phase is crucial because it sets the stage for the next big event: DNA replication. Section 4, doubling down, the S phase. Next up is the S phase, short for synthesis phase, where the magic of DNA replication takes center stage. Remember DNA? It's the blueprint of life, containing all the instructions the cell needs to function. In the S phase, the cell makes an exact copy of its entire DNA. Think of it like making a photocopy of a super important document before sharing it. This step ensures that each new cell will have a complete set of genetic information. Section 5. Getting ready to split, the G2 phase. After the S phase comes the G2 phase, or the second gap phase. Don't let the name fool you, though. This phase is far from a break. Here, the cell double-checks its work, making sure the DNA is copied correctly and there are enough organelles for both new cells. It's like a final quality control check before the grand finale. Once everything is in order, the cell gets the green light to enter the most exciting phase of all, the M phase. Section 6. Making copies, the M phase. Get ready for the grand finale, the M phase or mitosis phase. This is where the cell finally divides into two identical daughter cells. Imagine a cell splitting into two just like magic. The M phase involves a series of carefully orchestrated steps where the copied DNA is neatly separated and the cell membrane pinches inward, eventually splitting the cell in two. And there you have it, two new cells, each ready to embark on its own cell cycle journey. Remember, the cell cycle is a continuous process, repeating itself over and over again to ensure the growth, repair, and continuation of life. It's a fundamental process that makes life as we know it possible.